most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most.
Streamed at any time, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
For years, WJBF News Channel 6 and our partners have championed local families through our Children First campaign. Together, our mission has been to strengthen our community by uplifting children and their families across the CSRA. Count on News Channel 6 as we make a difference in the lives of local children. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First. WJBF News Channel 6's Children First is sponsored by Bridgestone.
The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Coming up at 6, USC 8 taking over downtown Aiken. The food, music, games, and school spirit that's bringing students and the community together. We have this story as your news at 6 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening. I'm Sean Cabbage-Duck. Thank you for joining us. We now know the identity of the person who died in a shooting here in Richmond County. It happened Friday afternoon just before 4 on Old Waynesboro Road. Investigators say a man and woman were both found shot at least once. Both were taken to the hospital, but the man died from his injuries. The coroner's office identifying him as 21-year-old Ronald Wynn Jr. from Augusta. No word on any suspects or the identity of the female victim. Time for a quick check of the forecast. Meteorologist Miller Hyden joins us with that. Hey there, Miller.
Hey Sean, we've got, no surprise, storms to watch here on Live Viper 6. Not widespread like we were tracking yesterday, but they are pretty feisty, and 2 storms are on the strong side where we have this tan shaded polygon. One of them actually has weakened below that limit, but still is pretty feisty with nearly 66 lightning strikes in 15 minutes. Watch out Woodcliff, Lewis, Hiltonia, Sylvania, Rocky Road, Parkers, Highway 17, Highway 21, Highway 301 going into Scriven County. Up to Barnwell and Bamberg County, we have a strong storm producing wind gusts up to about 55 miles per hour and also some small-sized hail. Frequent lightning over Barnwell itself. Hager's Mill and Hilda going over towards Springtown. We're looking at this storm heading your direction. Right now we are dry in Augusta at this second and 83 degrees at the airport with the rain cooled air from a previous storm, but it is hot up in Lincoln to 94, 77 degrees in Barnwell. Winds right now not too bad, but if you do see a storm, you will be seeing some gusty winds. Dew point still high in the 70s, and more storms are on the way tonight and as we go to next week. Details coming up, Sean.
All right, my friend, thank you. The East Central Public Health District held a community health and wellness fair today. Health department staff and the mobile health unit clinic was on site to share resources, provide health education, plus screenings, referrals, and support for community families.
It's just so important that we take care of our health. It really is. A healthy community is a prosperous, productive community. It is. We all need to take care of ourselves. We can't pour from an empty cup. We've got to take care of ourselves. And events like this allow you to do that.
And of course, if you have any questions about your health, you should contact your provider or an emergency. Call 911. Richmond County Sheriff Eugene Brantley hosted a Badges and Barbecue free community cookout at Diamond Lakes today. Sheriff Brantley and the sheriff's staff invited the public for an afternoon of great food, music, yard games, and of course community fun, including a bounce house. He says this was a way to get the community together for some very fun times.
With anything with law enforcement, you gotta have some legitimacy from the community. So, just interacting with them, being able to engage and them being able to be a part of what we got going on helps bridge that gap between law enforcement and the community. So these events are very important.
The police department is our friend. They help us. They take care of us. And that's a wonderful thing to come together as one.
Wonderful thing indeed. People in the community hope that this will continue to build trust between the community and law enforcement. The Richmond County School System students from elementary, middle, and high schools showcasing their creativity, innovation, problem-solving skills, all that and more during a STEAM showcase. The interactive community event highlighted student achievement in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics through project exhibitions, demonstrations, and robotic technology experiences. There was also engineering challenges, creative arts activities, and other hands-on learning opportunities.
We started off with just bringing community partners in so that parents and students can understand how what they learn in the classroom translates to the real world. But slowly we started to infuse our students in the things that they're learning so that other students can still see exactly how careers in higher education correlate directly to what we're learning.
Exposing children to all types of careers can open up a world of imagination. USCA bringing students, alumni, and the community together for the second annual Downtown Takeover. Downtown Aiken filled with local businesses, live music, games, and of course, USCA school spirit. The event featured food trucks, activities for families and children, and looked at some of the university's latest accomplishments.
We're proud to partner with our local businesses. We want to show off. There's going to be tables there, for local businesses to put out their wares, to sell what they have going on. Some of them are doing discount coupons for our students for move-in. If you need something to outfit your dorm room, or you want to have a nice a meal with your family as you're dropping your son or daughter off. So we're just proud to highlight the wonderful culture that's here in Aiken.
Last year's community takeover helped the university unveil its new branding. The event started in downtown Aiken in the alley at 5 p.m. With Labor Day weekend approaching, law enforcement agencies across South Carolina are stepping up enforcement to keep drunk drivers off of the road. It's a part of an effort by the South Carolina Department of Public Safety to educate drivers about the dangers and consequences of driving under the influence. Officers will be out in full force with saturation patrols and checkpoints planned statewide.
So we will be doing what we call saturation enforcement and high-profile enforcement along with checkpoints. One of our big things at the city is we applied for a grant through the South Carolina Department of Public Safety last year for an overtime grant. So unlike where we used to have grant traffic officers, this is a grant that any of our officers can work.
All right, deputies say they will also be enforcing the state's new hands-free law as well. The Aiken County Animal Shelter needs your help as they are currently at capacity. The shelter says that they are currently full and have no available kennels to take in any more dogs. They said that this month alone, they have taken in almost 300 cats and dogs. To help find forever homes for these animals, they're waiving all dog adoption fees for the rest of the month. Shelter leaders hope that this will encourage people to come out and save a life.
Just really overwhelmed, and we are in crisis. So at this point, we are waiving the adoption fees, and this is just to remove a barrier to get people to understand that we are absolutely desperate to find homes for these animals. And if it was an adoption fee holding you back, don't worry about that. Just please come and save a life.
And if you're interested in possibly adopting one of these dogs, call the animal shelter, 803-642-1537, Miller.
I'm continuing to track a cold front that's pushing on in, bringing in showers and thunderstorms, but we're not ending the chance of storms. We have more on the way. I'll have the forecast coming up.
Closed captioning on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Hearing Associates of South Carolina. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children starts...
The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there. From cloudy days and rainy nights to scorching heat and everything in between, the CSRA's most trusted weather team is always working for you.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
So when the weather changes, always stay prepared. Anywhere, anytime. The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA. Now, your most most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
We are kicking off the weekend with more of the same, showers and thunderstorms, but today they're mainly focused across our southern counties, and those counties include Bamberg, Barnwell, Allendale, Scriven. It was in Jenkins earlier, but now pushing into Scriven County. Looking at Sylvania, Highway 301 being impacted. Lots of lightning, strong, heavy downpours coming down. We've got some gusty winds too. This was strong as it pushed through Millen, but it has weakened, which is great news. But we do have a strong one to the north. Barnwell getting really rocked with this storm pushing on in through town. Lots of lightning, heavy downpours pushing towards Klein, Highway 278 in Allendale. And this special weather statement also includes Bamberg, Highway 601, Highway 321, Olar, Denmark, and then going towards Allendale. You'll be seeing some storminess as we go into the next hour or two. And speaking of Allendale County, here is USC Salkehatchie in Allendale. We've got the storm clouds on the horizon. That storm is going to be heading in your direction, so make sure to get indoors when the thunder roars. And temperature-wise, at least we're cooling down a little bit with the rain and cloud cover. 84 degrees. 90 is what it feels like with a dew point of 71. The south-southwest wind at 13, pumping in that warm, moist air ahead of this cold front that is pushing on through. So our northern counties are dry. Our southern counties are not. We have the storminess. Now, I can't rule out some storms to be pushing on in from the upstate and northeast Georgia tonight, but we're only giving that about a 20 to 30% chance for our northern counties. Next 3 days, that front will become stationary, which means it won't really move at all. So that means we won't really see a change in our forecast. For tomorrow, another chance of some showers and storms in the afternoon. Monday, some isolated storms. So that looks like the peak day of the next 3 days, 93 degrees. And then Tuesday, we're back to the rinse and repeat pattern with showers and thunderstorms, highs around 92 degrees. So tomorrow with the storms, a few of them could be strong to severe like we did see today. We're looking at that risk for damaging winds mainly along the south of I-20 with any one of these pop-up showers and storms. So Futurecast, walking you through hour by hour. Here's that front pushing on through Augusta, but notice we still have some storms possible through about midnight as the front does push on through the CSRA. But we're not done with this front because it's going to slow down and then stall out. Notice it's still pushing through the area. It's actually going to move northward as we go into Sunday evening, and that's going to increase our rain chances as we go into Sunday night and into Monday. Notice the front will be right overhead. In fact, it might be lifting north of the CSRA as we go into Monday night, which will increase our rain chances again going into Tuesday. And especially by the end of the week, we're talking about a 60% chance as we have a low pressure system that's going to be heading our direction, bumping out our rain chances all the way up. So definitely a stormy pattern, but we're used to that this time of the year with the heat and humidity of the day really helping fuel those showers and thunderstorms. So get ready for a stormy one in some spots at least.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. A judge is now considering whether to grant a new trial for the Texas teen accused of stabbing another.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus. WJBF 6 Plus, now on demand. Whether you have Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, or Samsung TV Plus, our new streaming app is easy to download for your television. Plus, it's totally free with no subscription required. WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch. WJBF 6 Plus is brought to you by the Mike Costello Law Firm. Do yourself a favor. Call the Mike Costello Law Firm. The CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by the Barnes Law Office.
And welcome back. President Trump's 50% right coming up. More preseason football is taking place. Watch the Panthers and Falcons highlights next in sports.
A drunk driver comes down the road. I didn't even see him.
There was a truck parked across the road. I never saw it until it was too late.
When clients call, you can feel the burden that they're carrying, and we want to make sure people understand that we're here to help them.
It's an emergency. Giving your best on News Channel 6. Amazing people doing amazing things for our community. That's what Giving Your Best represents. Everyday heroes making a difference right here in the CSRA.
Do you know a local volunteer who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award at WJBF.com/GYB.
Giving Your Best on News Channel 6. Proudly sponsored by ScienceGo, Piedmont Augusta, and Security Federal Bank.
Accidents don't keep office hours, and neither do we. Any day, anytime, just call all nines, and you'll reach a real person that's ready to help. Think Sync.
You endure the heat, the rain, and the snow. You lose your voices and your minds for something that could break your heart or make your year. They are fired up tonight. You believe every game matters. And so do we. CW College Football. Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Almost high school football teams in the CSRA completed week 1 of their games, and some going 1-0 and others going 0-1. But there was one team that had its game moved to this morning, and that was Fox Creek. Now, Fox Creek had to start their season on the road Friday, which was eventually moved to this morning at 9 a.m. And it wasn't the start that they were hoping for. The Bruins out of Orangeburg Wilkinson handled the Preds 50-20, continuing a defeated streak from Fox Creek, which started last season, making it their 6th in a row. Fox Creek will welcome Silver Bluff at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, which will air on Game Night Live. Now, prior to all of the high school football coverage yesterday, the Panthers had its 3rd preseason game against the Jags inside Everbank Stadium. We'll start in the first on the goal line. Bryce Young, he hands it off to Jonathan Brooks, and he will get in for his first touchdown of the season as a Panther. And then we'll go on to the second quarter. A.J. Dillon, he gets the rock, and he fights his way up the middle, dragging defenders and fighting to get in to the end zone for a touchdown. And now let's go on to the third quarter. After his celebration, Kenny Pickett, he will get the snap right here, look for his receiver, throw it up. He is covered up, but Rock Taylor gets it with a nice catch, and that's a touchdown for the Panthers, and they would just keep on scoring from there on and beat the Jags 34-17. Now let's head up to Indianapolis as the Falcons took on the Colts. The ball's handed off to former Colt Tyler Goodson. He is running untouched. That's 49 yards to the house for a touchdown. Look at him celebrate. The Falcons get on board with a touchdown. Now going to the second. Jack Strand on the play action dumps it to the former Bulldog. Cash Jones finds his way into the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Give him his money. He's celebrating. Strand, again, looking for a receiver downfield, tosses it up in the air. Big time catch, putting them inside the 20. Falcons doing everything they can to make up for last preseason loss. And then Strand searching. He takes off up the middle. He'll eventually get in the end zone, and the Falcons will win 34-6. And now on to the MLB as the Braves are taking on the Brewers for Game 2 of this 3-game series. We'll start at the top of the first. 2 on base. Michael Harris, he's at bat. He smacks this line drive into left field, and that will bring in a run. That's an RBI double for him. Now put 2 on for each, but it's just not enough for the Braves because it will all be on Milwaukee as the Brewers, they'll get a huge homer right there and stun the Braves, and they lose 4-1. We'll be right back.
I'll take it right here, Ellison. Thank you. Coming up, Robot versus Robot. We have more on the new Combat Sports League after this quick break.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every year, more and more people call us. Last year, it was over 3 million. It's because word spreads and people talk. They tell their neighbors, Morgan & Morgan helped me. They'll fight to help you too. That's how trust is built. One person, one family, one town at a time. Nobody is a nobody and everybody needs a somebody. Injured? Let us be your somebody. Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
During the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale, save in a big way. Shack style on great-looking furniture. Plus, get 60-month interest-free financing to make buying even easier. Choose this custom leather Lazy Boy recliner in 3 colors. SoundTech reclining leather living rooms, sectionals, or Shack recliner to go. Made for comfort and entertainment with built-in sound. So check out the versatile, stylish Shaquille O'Neal home collection at the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale.
Tell them Shaq sent you.
At Toyota's national sales event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Grand Highlander, BZ, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, 4Runner, CHR, Corolla Hatchback, BZ, Woodland, Prius, Corolla Cross, Land Cruiser, Tacoma, Toyota Crown, GR Supra.
Lease a new 2026 Toyota Camry LE for $259 a month for 36 months with $4,258 due at signing. That's just $259 a month on the Toyota Camry.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Is rainy weather putting a damper on your day? Enter to win your very own Live Viper 6 umbrella today. Visit WJBF.com and click on contest. Then fill out the entry form for your chance to win.
Getting your hands on a Live Viper 6 umbrella has never been easier. Lucky winners will be announced weekdays on News Channel 6. Who knows? It could be you.
Sponsored by Busby's Heating and Air. When quality matters, call Busby's.
Think you've seen everything of your favorite show? On Three's Company, even though it wouldn't seem like it sometimes, Janet is always covered up. Because she wears pantyhose with everything.
It all makes sense now.
Whether it's a skirt, shorts, or even a nightgown, Janet never bares her legs. It wouldn't have anything to do with a real-life pantyhose contract, right? Take a closer look at Antenna TV.
Antenna TV. Well, things are changing as we go into the next few days. Still stormy in some spots, but Monday looks a little bit drier, 20%, and then we increase those chances by Thursday, 60% chance. At least that'll keep the humidity lower. We're not talking about 100-degree actual temperatures. We're talking about 90.
Yeah, so at least it's going to be a little bit cooler.
Yep.
Yeah, take a look at this, y'all. Here's a fight club we can actually talk about. Robot Fight Club is a new combat sport that's on the rise. Full-size robots are controlled by human pilots in real time using VR gear to move their robot's body. The goal is to turn robotics into a full-contact sport that blends the digital and physical worlds. This isn't a cheap hobby either. Each robot costs about $100,000.
Jeez. What is it with all these robots and these fights?
It's not a good idea. They'll take over Wednesday. So,
they're already taking over?
Yeah, they're already taking over and
that's true.
putting their robotic cameras.
Y'all, we'll be back at 11.
Tonight, breaking news, the severe weather